Tip 1. Banana cake. The bananas will be transformed into a truly delicious dish. Are you ready? First, I prepare 2 bananas, peel them, and slice them into thin, bite-sized pieces. Do you like bananas? If the answer is yes and you're looking for more fun cooking tips with bananas, this video is just for you. Now, I take a large bowl, crack 2 eggs into it. Then add 5 grams of salt and 50 grams of sugar. I whisk everything together until the sugar dissolves completely and the mixture becomes smooth. Next, I pour in 200 milliliters of fresh milk. For the flour, I add 200 grams of all-purpose flour and continue stirring until all the ingredients are well combined. Next, I add 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the mixture and continue stirring until well combined. Once the olive oil is fully incorporated, the batter is ready. At this point, I place the pan on the stove. Next, add a small piece of butter to the pan and let it melt gently. Swirl the pan to evenly coat the surface with the melted butter, helping to prevent sticking while adding a rich, delicious flavor. Arrange the pre-sliced bananas evenly across the pan's surface. Then, use a spoon to gently spread the banana slices out across the pan, making sure they're evenly spaced so they cook uniformly. Then, I pour the batter over the top. Using a spoon to gently spread it to cover the bananas completely. I cover the pan and cook over low heat for about 7 to 9 minutes to allow the pancake to cook slowly. Which country are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment below. It's great that we can connect with each other from all over the world. While I wait, I'll start preparing the second dish. I'll begin by peeling and slicing 4 bananas. I slice the bananas into thin, even pieces so they cook quickly and evenly in the next step. If you're making this to share with family and friends, feel free to add a few extra bananas. As a simple guide, about 4 bananas are perfect for 2 servings, but you can easily adjust the quantity to suit your needs. Once done, add the sliced bananas into a pot. Then add 30 grams of butter and 1 tablespoon of flour. Use a spoon to gently mix everything together, making sure the bananas are well coated. Take your time to stir until the butter starts to melt and the flour blends smoothly with the bananas. If you want your ice cream to turn out rich, smooth, and incredibly creamy, try adding eggs to your mixture. This helps create a classic custard-style base with a more luxurious texture. The eggs act as a natural emulsifier, blending the fat and liquid together more evenly, which helps prevent large ice crystals from forming. Now, place the pot over the stove and cook over medium heat, stirring continuously to prevent sticking. After a short while, you'll notice the mixture starting to thicken. Once it reaches a thicker consistency, remove the pot from the heat and use a hand blender to blend the mixture until smooth. Then, add the condensed milk and give it a final good stir with a spoon until everything is well combined. Finally, set it aside to cool for later use. Coincidentally, the 9 minutes are up, so I return to my banana pancake pan and check the pancake by running a spoon along the edges. If the pancake has set and isn't sticky, you can flip it by placing a plate upside down over the pan's surface and cook the other side over low heat for another 7 to 9 minutes to ensure both sides are evenly cooked. Meanwhile, I continue preparing the second dish. I take a large bowl, Pour 250 milliliters of whipping cream into it, and then use an electric mixer to whip the cream until stiff peaks form. Once the cream is soft and fluffy, I gradually add the cooled banana mixture in small batches to make mixing easier and ensure a smoother texture. As I gradually add each spoonful of the banana mixture, I use a hand mixer to blend everything together thoroughly. This step helps the mixture combine smoothly, ensuring the texture stays consistent and the flavors are evenly distributed throughout. After mixing thoroughly, I chop a bar of chocolate into small pieces. Chocolate, especially dark chocolate, not only tastes great, but also offers several health benefits. It can support heart health, improve mood, reduce stress, and boost brain function. However, since it's high in calories, it's best to enjoy it in moderation for the perfect balance between taste and health. After chopping the chocolate, I add half of it into the mixture. Stirring gently until it's evenly combined. Then I pour the mixture into a tray. It's so nice to connect with you all from around the world. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for your support. And smooth out the surface. To finish, I sprinkle the remaining chocolate evenly on top. Place it in the freezer for about 4 to 6 hours. By now, my banana cake is also ready. The sweet aroma of bananas fills the air. The cake is soft and fluffy on the inside. I carefully lift the banana cake out of the pan and transfer it onto a plate. The banana cake has a delicious golden color with a slightly crisp exterior. Absolutely irresistible. Then, I cut it into bite-sized pieces, ready to serve and enjoy. After 5 hours, I also take the second dish out of the freezer. My chocolate banana ice cream has set into a delicious, smooth, and slightly creamy dessert. 2 dishes, one hot and one cold, both made with bananas, but offering 2 completely different experiences. What do you think about trying to make both of these at home? So, with just a few simple ingredients and a little time, we've made 2 incredibly delicious banana dishes. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends and family. Your support is what motivates me to keep sharing more simple, healthy cooking tips every day. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.